Y'all, we have been so excited for this, and we're laughing right now so hard because thunder just started happening and it just started raining. So hopefully it doesn't get super loud in here, because sometimes when we have thunderstorms, metal building gets crazy loud. So you guys tell us if at some point you can't hear us.
And let us know if the internet connection is working well, because
Yes,
we can't control it. The storm tends to affect that sometimes. But the good news is the neighbor quit mowing
yes,
because it's raining.
exactly. Well, I wanted you guys to see Aaron's face. He is going to be behind the camera filming all of this. We do have a couple of tripods set up if he wants to put it on a tripod and do a still shot, but he's going to be following me around. This is a live video. It's going to be really funny. He's going to have a headlight in case there are low light situations.
If I can't see, you can't see. So
Exactly. Hi, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We really, really appreciate everybody coming over here to Peak, subscribing to them. This is going to be a really cool new show that they're going to be doing a lot of episodes on, being hosted by some of your favorite YouTubers that are part of the Peak Squad. This Peak Squad is a family of people that all use Peak products. So if you guys use Peak stuff, you're a part of that. Okay, I'm going to give this to you, Aaron, and we can continue onward.
all right, I better flip it fast or they'll tune out.
Okay, so here we are in our shop. This is Garfield. A lot of you already know Garfield. It is our 69 C20 on air ride, on mob steel wheels. The truck is just super cool. It's got a 350 in it, but it's not the original engine. We do have a new cooling system on it, a new heater core because it has aftermarket AC, but we thought this would be the perfect vehicle to do a flush on because it's fun to work on. A lot of our other stuff is kind of not so fun to work on.
And that engine was used, it came with the truck.
Yep.
So we don't know what kind of crud is up inside there.
Yeah, we have a new radiator, but there may or may not have been, that rain's getting loud, there may or may not be gunk built up in the cooling system and all the water journals of the engine, so I'm excited to see what's inside there. We may or may not do a chemical flush. We have all the products over there ready to go. We got the chemical flush, and then we've got the sealant that we put in with the coolant at the end. But we'll see. Whenever we drain it, we'll make a decision from there. The next thing I want to tell y'all is if this inspires you to do a coolant flush on your car or truck or RV or anything that has a coolant system, then Advanced Auto is doing 25% off of Peak products right now. And the link is going to be down in the description. So if you go and you tap that link and you put in the coupon code PEAK25, PEAK in all caps, then you'll get 25% off. And huge thanks to Advanced for jumping on board and offering folks that, because any discount is appreciated. Also, speaking of links in the bio or in the description, you've got to tap the link. The first 200 of you that tap the link in the description to redeem $50 are going to get a $50 Visa gift card. So that's free money. Don't leave it on the table. Hop over onto that link real quick, add your name and your email address, and you will be getting an email for $50 to redeem it, and it's a Visa gift card. So do it. It's free money. You deserve it because you're here, and we appreciate you. So I think we should start getting to work, and then as the coolant is draining, we'll talk about the product and eventually give you a shop tour, because we worked really hard to make it nice, and I'm excited to take y'all around. Are there any comments we need to address?
Yes, we are having audio issues.
Audio?
Is there a way to turn it up? Do you know this?
No. You could move your hand maybe away from the edge. I don't know if it might be.
Oh, I bet I'm messing that up.
Tell us if that's better. Aaron was kind of cupping the maybe the mic with his hand and maybe muffling it a little bit. Tell us if that's better. Okay, I'm gonna go get my safety glasses and my gloves and all the things to be OSHA approved. And the thunder rolls. Oh, hear the storm, right? Oh, it's happening. Of course. But I texted the guys from Peak right before this, and I was like, y'all, it's starting to rain. And our buddy Russ that works for Peak, he was like, you guys got a good rainy day activity. And I was like, that's the spirit.
Yeah, for all the questions about the volume, it is raining hard here, so we have a lot of background noise.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will end soon.
Yes, hopefully that storm's gonna blow by and we'll be good. And I know y'all probably don't think I need my safety glasses just to loosen the petcock, but there will be some people that'll be soothed by the fact that I'm wearing eye protection. I'm sure of it. So I think it's not gonna be that tight. We just hand tightened it whenever we installed it, so it should be hand loose. I didn't bring my pliers over, so hopefully it does. And I have my buckets under here. And Garfield also was pulled in the shop last night. Let's open the doors. I'm gonna open the doors in hopes. Okay.
Yep, maybe we'll get more signal this way.
Hopefully this works. Okay, now we can hear more of the rain, but hopefully the signal will stay good. Is it back live?
It appears to be, yes.
Cool. Okay. It's pretty out there. Okay, let's loosen this petcock. I've got my buckets underneath. And, oh yeah, that was good. Take my coolant, my radiator cap off. Okay, radiator cap is off. That's coming out pretty good. What rain, y'all. Oh well, here's what it is. Okay. Y'all want to walk around the shop and see, are there any questions we should address right now?
No, everybody's just commenting on the, basically that it's going in and out.
Aw. Well, you guys, hang with us. Hopefully the weather will be good soon. It's seeming like it's not getting super intense, but yeah, hopefully it gets better. It's live video. What are you gonna do, man? It's like, can't change it, you know. If we're shooting this in our shop, then we just wait for the storm to pass and all that for the actual show. But this is live, and the thunder rolls. I can see my sweet sister and my niece looking at us through the window, and I love it. They're so sweet and supportive. Okay. Y'all, look at this coolant. Okay. This is freaking clean. So this engine that's in this truck, we actually don't know what year it was swapped in there, but it is not the original old engine. It's some kind of crate, you know, GM performance crate motor of some sort. There have been lots of people that have told us what it is because of the valve covers or different things like that, the head casting, but we aren't for sure what it is. But clearly it is nice and clean inside because that coolant is nice. Can y'all see it? So I'm thinking that we'll probably just do a water flush and not do the actual chemical treatment. I'll show you guys what it is. If you drain your coolant and it's all brown and rusty and gross, this is what you want to get. This is going to do the super flush. Is everybody like, we can't hear you? What?
No.
This is the super flush, and it gives you all the instructions on the back. You do 2 heat cycles with this. First you do water, and then you drain the water out, and then you do this chemical flush, and then drain it out, and then put your coolant in. So clearly, we don't need to do this. Garfield's coolant and coolant system is obviously very clean, so that's a good thing. Good old truck. Awesome. Well, I'm curious if any of you guys are doing this along with us. When I first started promoting this, I'm like, you guys, buy some coolant and turn on your live video in your shop and do this along with us. I'm curious if anybody is doing it. That would be really cool if you were. Coming out very slowly, and we don't have a whole bunch in our buckets. I wonder if we should put some air in the rear bags and see if tilting the motor forward gets more coolant out. What do y'all say? That'd be kind of funny. What do you think, Aaron?
Might as well.
It's still trickling out, but I expect a lot more to come out.
Is it all the way open? Might be able to open it a little bit more.
only fallout, right? That's probably coming better now. Still hitting our pan. Yep. Okay. We'll keep it going. You grab a right. Cool. Well, do you guys want to walk around the shop? I think
there's been one commenter that said yes.
Yeah, let's walk around the shop. So we'll start right here with Zen.
Someone says pop the top of radiator.
Yep, I've got my radiator cap off. And so there shouldn't be any resistance there or any suction happening. We should be good there. We just uncovered Zen. We had Zen under the cover because we did some paint work in here. And this is the most special car that we have, actually. Aaron and I dated in this car in 2001, which to me, that doesn't sound like that long ago, but next year will be 20 years. What? I was 14 and he was 17, and we went to church together, actually. We went to youth group at the same local church, and the way it all started between Aaron and I was he asked to drive me home in the Z car, and back then it wasn't named Datsun, he just called it the Z car. And it was black at the time, kind of a junky black paint job with a red pinstripe and old roto wheels. I mean, the car was so cool, and my heart pitter-pattered at the whole idea of that boy in that car, and it still does. I mean, I don't mean to be sappy, but y'all know this car is so special, and Aaron is so special. He pretty much designed this whole build. Whenever we were thinking about, okay, we definitely want to do an engine swap, we don't know what we want, we both said, we have an LS. We should just put an LS in it, even though it's overdone. Let's do one. And Aaron said, I know two things that are going to make this LS swap unique. And the first is very obvious. These beauties. These are individual throttle bodies, but it looks like old carburetors, which used to, with the inline six, they had old carburetors on them. So it was a really cool throwback to the way the cars were. And now it is fuel injected, electronic, all this amazing, it's almost 30 miles per gallon. The actual build is so awesome. So that's the first thing that made the LS swap unique. And the second thing you can't see is we built at home here in our shop custom 180-degree headers. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard 180-degree headers, but they sound like a formula car. The center two manifolds that come down actually switch sides. They come around underneath the motor and exit with the collectors on the opposite sides of the engine. So the sound is really unique, and we thought it was better of a sound to have with the Japanese nature of this car instead of having it sound just like a muscle car. So those are two unique things about this build that really make it super special. And the Avery Dennison matte bronze metallic wrap is beautiful on it. And the American Racing wheels are amazing. And the tire lettering just makes it so unique and cool. Love that car. Next, how are we doing over here? Let me switch this stuff out. Yeah, y'all.
Get to do some work.
That's going good. I can't believe how clean that coolant is.
Someone said if Zen runs, start her up.
Well, we can't crank Zen up because her transmission's right over there. And so the engine is literally like on blocks underneath the car. Unfortunately, we pulled the trans out when we were building Roxy for Drag Week because it's a fresh rebuilt T56. And we thought it's going to be better than Roxy's T56 with 180,000 miles on it. But it had the F-body shift pattern, and we didn't realize that until we had it in Roxy. So we have yet to take the time to put Zen's transmission back in her. So she's incapacitated right now. But that's not permanent. We just have to take the time to fix her. I wish I could crank her up for you, though. I would in a freaking heartbeat. She sounds bad bone. Y'all will though, and there's lots of build episodes and stuff you can go back and take a listen. Let's go visit Roxy. So this is my lovely Roxy GTO. She is a 2005 Holden Monaro from Australia, rebadged as a Pontiac GTO. And I have loved this car ever since they first came out. I wanted this car when I was 17. When they came out in 04, I was like, that's the car I want to be my first car because it's unique and it's, you know, got a Corvette powertrain, but it looks like a sleeper. And I was just obsessed with them. So I ended up getting one in late 2005. In November of 2005, we found Roxy. And I've had it ever since. So it's been a long run with her, and I'm never selling this car. Ever. I'm gonna be the goofy old lady at the car shows saying how many miles I have on it and how many engines it's had and how many renditions of, oh yes, I was in A with this much power and boosted with this much power and drag racing and just so much fun. So
So how many miles do you have?
well, how many miles on it now?
Yeah.
189,000. Just under 120K. So, but that's not the miles on the original engine or anything like that. We pulled the stock LS2 out at 50,000 miles, and we did heads and cam and did all kinds of fun stuff, and then I ran that until almost 90,000 miles, and then we pulled that out and started the YouTube channel, Flying Sparks Garage, and I did a 408 stroker build on that, and then it had 522 to the tire for about 4.5 years, and up to, you know, 100 and probably 75,000 miles. We did this build, the same 408 stroker cast iron block, and we topped it with a I'm gonna pop the hood, a Magnuson supercharger. I have to do this special hood thing because we have the wrong intake tube on it, so I have to pull my thing.
Oh, it worked that time.
She was like, I got you, you don't have to worry. We have the wrong intake tube on it, and so it pushes up on the hood. So this is my TVS 2300 from Magnuson. And this thing is gnarly. I absolutely love it. I will crank it up for you. I know everybody's like, crank it up! I'll crank her up for you. One of the things that we did to this car, which was crazy, is we caged it. And that was a huge step because I've dailied this car since I was 18. So it was a big deal that I put a cage in my daily, but we did it for Hot Rod Drag Week just in case I was lucky enough to go fast enough, which I didn't need it, but eventually I would. All right, let's hit the key. Obsessed with this dang car. So I want to know who else has their first cars, because I've made this post on Instagram a handful of times, and it's so cool to read the people that still have their first cars, and it's heartbreaking to read the people that are like, man, I had a '69 Charger and, you know, I sold it for $1,500, and oh, I mean, it is so special that we both, Aaron and I both have our first cars, and that is just, to us, being gearheads, that's the coolest thing. Y'all tell us. Are there any comments there we need to address?
They're going by pretty quick.
They're going by pretty quick.
So I talk about this one briefly, and then we'll go back to the Coolant.
Yes, I was going to say, Garfield stopped grading. So the Bronco is the one that's getting love right now, y'all. This is our 1974 Ford Bronco, named Betty Boop the Bronco. She came with that name. so we embraced it. And we've been doing an EFI swap on this here rig. It's got a 302 out of a Fox Body Mustang stock motor, but the EFI is going to be a game changer for us because carburetors are wonderful in a sense, but in a lot of ways, it's going to be so nice to just hit the key on this EFI and not have to pump the gas and let it warm up and make sure the choke's working and all of that stuff that we had to deal with prior to the EFI. The process that we're working on now is wiring it all. We've got our wires back to the fuel pump. We actually did all new fuel lines, hard lines that are aluminum, and they're really rad. And yeah, that one's gonna be finished within the next couple of months, and we are super pumped about it. Go watch episodes, because there's on our channel, there's playlists of all of our builds, and you can go check them out and watch them and binge if you're at home going like, I'm so bored, I just need some entertainment. Then you can just go watch us. Be gooberheads. Aaron's not a gooberhead, only me. Okay, took my gloves off over there. What? Facing me around?
I wasn't sure if I should follow you or not. You probably need to address your list in the background because everybody's seeing it.
All about this. Okay, so I made this morning over a coffee because I was like, Emily, you film stuff all the time on your Instagram stories and you do live stuff and you don't think about it, you don't worry about it, but I've just been like weirding myself out about being live for peak for a company that I respect so much, and I want them to feel great about this live video. So I was like, if you just lose it and just like forget what you want to say, you need to make yourself a list. So top of the list, don't be a doofus. It's impossible. Clearly, I can't not be a doofus, but the rain is here more. So yes, anyway, I have all of my bullet points of like what I want to do for the flush, and also all of the good information on the coolant that he offers, which is clearly rad stuff. But we'll talk about it when we install it in Garfield here. And be sure if you guys have any questions or comments, or you want to know anything else about the YouTube channel or any builds, post up. Aaron will tell me.
I will try.
Okay. So I think I'm going to close our pet talk, and we're going to fill this with just water out of the water hose, and then we'll crank the truck and run a heat cycle, and then shut it off, let it cool, and then get that water out so that we're sure to have all the old coolant out. Clearly it's still super nice. We did not know it was going to be this nice. And then we will put fresh coolant in.
Do we want to jack the rear bags up
We could.
to see if it gets anything else out of the engine?
Yeah, let's do it,
Good.
babe.
Let me see. Let me put this on a tripod.
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay. Brandon says, build the Chevy Love. That's going to happen.
Oh, yes. The Love is going to
That
be
is going to
so
happen.
cool, y'all. Yep. We can't wait to build the Love.
I appreciate you guys being patient as I'm trying to film and stuff. It's a little bit different holding a phone versus a camera, and I'm doing the best I can. Thank you.
Somebody said clean the camera lens.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll try. Is that better? Maybe so. All right. Let's see if the bags make any other coolant come out. I'm gonna come over here so y'all can see. Okay, front bags are down. Oh yeah, we got coolant coming out. We've got more coolant coming out for sure, babe. That's awesome. So if you guys are at home and you're like, how do I nail all my coolant out? You can just jack it up in the back. Just throw yourself a floor jack on the rear bib. We did get a little out.
That's fun.
Now Garfield's got a rake.
Yeah. So I got a low battery thing, so I'm going to grab battery real quick.
Okay. I'm gonna close the petcock since it seems to already drink out. And I'm gonna go get our water hose to put some fresh water in it. Big one.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my gosh! I didn't know that the lock thing fell. I'm such a doofus, I can't help it. As I was doing this, the lock thing fell back and the radiator filled high enough. And I was trying to, it was locked on, and I pulled it out. And it was, there's just no avoiding this. This is just. I made an Instagram post that told people I was having butterflies and I wanted to do things right, and everybody was like, "Emily, why would you do that? This is why we love you." Lovable me. Here I am. I went everything.
Well, I was standing there.
Will you do this?
If you want me to, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna dry myself off. I'm gonna go answer some questions and dry my goofy self off. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna dry myself and then turn the camera around to selfie and answer some questions. Business as usual. Exactly. What's new around here? What a dork. Okay. At home with Michelle says, my husband does all the underhood work. Well, as long as he likes it. I have to say, there's a lot of sense of accomplishment in mechanical work under the hood. If you ever try it, Michelle, I doubt you would be disappointed. I'm still wet, like a doof. Okay, I need to change my radiator hoses. What antifreeze do I need for a Honda? So there are specific antifreezes for specific cars, but Peak actually makes an all makes, all models coolant. And if you get that one, then you'll be set. So if I were you, I would just grab the all makes, all models right off the shelf. I'll show it to you. It's this guy right here. See, it says all makes, all models. And this one is pre-mixed, so you don't have to go get diluted or distilled water. You don't have to like try and mix it up. You just grab yourself some coolant and fill it up because it's 50-50, half water, half coolant. Hi, Dean. Dean said, perfect. Thank you, Peak and Emily. Thank Peak for this. This was their idea. And we had a really heartfelt discussion about this with all of us being quarantined and at home. Peak was like, my friends at Peak, they were like, what can we do to bring people together and have some kind of cool gearhead sort of party online? And I said, well, we should just gather and do a simple job where people can join if they want and do it on their car, or they can just watch because, you know, and I always laugh at the word tutorial, which I'll give a tutorial as to how not to do things or how to do them if you want to make your face sore from laughing.
So, Emily, I'm going to empty
the old coolant into a bucket so that we can reuse this trays.
Perfect. Yeah, he is going to be emptying this coolant into this Lowe's 5-gallon bucket so that we can reuse those trays whenever we drain the water out that's in the system right now. Dan B says, one of my favorite channels to watch. Thanks, bud. I know I'm missing comments. God, and somebody says, do y'all own Peak or something? No, we do not own Peak. That would be pretty rad, though. I mean, I would own a big, amazing business like that. The goat one piece at a time. Hey, dude. Emily liked my idea of John Force working with you to improve launching Roxy at the Strip. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? That'd be so cool. Oh, man. Well, I know I'm missing a ton of comments from y'all. I really appreciate everybody being here. We have 255 people here watching. Thank y'all so much. Hi, Adam, Evil RS. What's up, dude? What are we going to do with the old coolant, Tyler asked. Well, we're going to take it to our local parts store because they recycle it for us. So that is the easiest thing to do. Clearly, you don't want to pour it on the grass or in, any dirt because it's chemical and it's very bad for the environment. Some people say you can pour it down a household drain because they filter all that water out and they get chemicals out and stuff, but
Don't do it.
I'm not a fan of that. We just drop it by our local parts store that recycles it for us.
I think it's time to start the truck up.
Okay, let's do it. I will keep answering questions
Yes.
and
I'm gonna fire it up.
chatting. Thanks, babe. You're awesome.
Treat me well. Don't embarrass me, Garfield.
Yes, come on, Garfield. Be nice. Garfield's been parked for a little while, and we don't. Sweet pickup. We don't drive it as much as we should, so the battery was low. What a good truck. Oh, what a good truck. Back's going down. So, I'm going to turn this guy around so that I can talk to y'all. I'm getting this situated. Okay. What was the original purpose for Garfield? Well, Garfield is a rad tool truck. The bins are actually full of tools, and on Power Tour, the year that we built it, we had so much fun being roadside help because on an event like that, there's hot rods broken down all across the country, and it was really fun to pull out wiring stuff and wrenches and extra tools when people needed them. So it was awesome.
So the reason I wanted to build it was twofold. We had the Power Tour so many times in our fun cars. We wanted to go back and just kind of help other people get through it. But mainly, I'm fourth generation diesel mechanic, so I've been doing this my whole life. And I always thought it'd be really neat to get an old tool truck, fix up, make it fun, and just have something we can travel in. If we go buy a car, we can fix it with the truck. And I've always wanted to.
And we've never had anything that's been air ride. And the air ride suspension that we installed on this from Ride Tech, it's all 1-ton stuff.
It's for the C30.
It's, yeah, even bigger than 1 ton. It is heavy duty.
No, that is 1 ton.
Oh, I thought C20 is 3/4 ton. Yes, sorry. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. What's new? Anyway, 1-ton stuff. And the 4-link was for 1 ton as well, right?
Yep.
So we installed the 4-link system, and the airbags are equivalent to what a diesel truck would run, same style.
So we knew we could load the toolbox up and then also pull a trailer with it, which was a big goal. It's got a 14 bolt in it. We swapped that in out of a 98 Chevy pickup, an NV 4500 5-speed, and then of course this engine, which is like a GM Performance 350, and it does pretty good.
It's pretty good. And we just went back with a carburetor. We hadn't done a lot of carbureted stuff, and because the truck was carbureted, we were like, let's keep it carbureted. So
might as well.
We grabbed a good old Holly 4150 and bolted it on and texted Freiberger for tuning tips because it's not our jam, and he helped us. I saw a question come through if we knew the Forces. Do you know John, Ashley, and Courtney? No, we don't. We haven't had the pleasure of meeting them. I know that they're amazing people, though. Any family like that that's committed to racing and done so much like they have, amazing folks. Amazing folks. Yes, Todd, you do hear Flowmaster. We love Flowmaster mufflers. Jonathan Swindle asked if Spider Garage was here. I wonder if they are. I love those guys. Where's the peak banner, Warrior Garage? It's actually
Up there.
right up there.
So I just turned the heater on
Oh,
to
good
help
job.
get that water through there so that we flush the whole system.
Excellent, excellent. Well, cool, y'all. Oh, Peak Auto is commenting up. So that is Scott, who works with Peak, or Russ, one of those guys. They're here monitoring and making sure questions get answered, and that's perfect. Thank you guys for being here. If you send them a DM, if you have a question about a coolant system or what coolant you should run or anything like that, they will answer your DMs, and if it's really technical advice, they will get an expert to help you. They are wonderful folks. Adam Evil RS, he's a buddy of ours. He said, show the bed work you guys did, the AC and stuff. The bed is not in camper mode right now. It is in work mode, so it's full of tools. And we don't have the AC in that box because it is in our bedroom window. Our old house, we have window units. So, yeah, we yanked it out of Garfield, the camper tool truck, and put it in our window. So silly. Yes. I appreciate you guys being here so much. It means the world. Be sure to drop a subscription on Peak because they are going to be doing more of these episodes, more of these live videos with all of your favorite YouTubers. And also you could suggest different YouTubers that you want to see work with Peak on this, because it's going to be really fun to see these live videos of people like, think about Chris Fix, who has an encyclopedia of knowledge, and he's so good at what he does. He's a part of the Peak squad. He works with Peak as well, so I'm really excited to see his live videos. They work with the Throttle guys, they work with Humble Mechanic, and I mean, so many wonderful, influential YouTubers. So yeah, such good stuff.
Smart people.
Yes.
Not like a...
Smart. Well, you have the smart and you have the entertainment, and we're... No. You know, somewhere between there. Oh man, where's Finley the shop dog, someone asked. Well, because we knew we were going to be cranking the truck and opening the doors, we put him in the house. Should you go get him for a little appearance? After we, when we're draining the water out, we'll go get him, because he'll be sneezing in here with all the exhaust fumes. He's a very sensitive little man. So once we shut the truck off, we'll go get Finley for a...
Yeah, it's a waiting game right now. We're just waiting on the thermostat to open up. So, is it too loud in here?
Yeah, can you guys hear us okay? So many awesome comments. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. And thank you, Annette, for all the support. Annette and I message all the time on Instagram, and she and her husband and boys are just the sweetest. We appreciate y'all so much. So much. 70 Street Racer Gal, you comment on our stuff a lot too. I really appreciate you. Oh, y'all are awesome. How often should you do a flush? You know, I was reading on the coolant that these guys have, and it's good for like 10,000 miles, or 300,000 miles, or 10 years. So I think what you would probably want to do is check your coolant life and kind of make sure that your engine doesn't have a bunch of rust in it or corrosion, and then gauge it upon that. If you have a new car, then you're probably not going to need to do a whole bunch of flushes over its lifetime, because it's going to be nice. But if you have an old something that could potentially have an old junky radiator that has rust, then you're going to want to keep an eye on that a little better. I'm not a technician, but that's my thought. Klein Dalk just asked, great stuff, where do you get rid of old coolant? What we do is we take it to our local parts store that recycles it. So if you have any that you need to get rid of, I would just call your local parts stores and say, hey, can I bring you guys coolant to recycle? And most of them will take it. Stephen Bell said, Peak Auto, great show. I'm so glad y'all are enjoying it. Oh yes, Jason. I don't know if the Vice Grip Garage family is here, but they are wonderful folks. We adore them so much. We met them on Power Tour a couple of years ago, and they're just the sweetest. And another couple out there wrenching on stuff, out there building stuff, making memories, and they have sweet little dudes. They're so awesome.
So thermostat's open.
Okay.
Heater's hot. Let's let it run just a little bit more.
Perfect.
And then we'll.
Yeah, I hear the idle drop down.
Well,
Perfect.
that was me.
Oh, you adjusted it?
I just kicked the pedal to lift the choke.
Well, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfection. Oh, Throttle said, how do we get that $50? Thank you guys for reminding me to bring that back up. If you guys haven't gone and hit the link in the bio, go hop over there and do that, because there's a link in the bio to redeem a $50 Visa gift card. And the first 200 people that send their name and their address will get $50. So don't miss out on that. It's free money and you deserve it. And you're awesome for being here. So click away real quick and go drop your name and your email address so you can get $50. And also, I said this in the beginning of the video, but if you're all kinds of inspired to do a coolant flush on your vehicle, order the stuff or go in and get it from Advanced Auto, because they're giving 25% off of Peak products right now, and that will be live for the next 2 weeks. So the link is down below. You can order online and have it delivered. That's probably the best thing to do right now, considering we really shouldn't be leaving our homes. And oh, Todd, they are Super 40s or 40 series flows on Garfield. Oh, hi Ken, Spider Garage, love you guys. So yes, you guys need to take advantage of that. Go get 25% off of Peak products at Advanced Auto. Massive shout out to them for jumping on board. And we had a conference call earlier this week, and I got to meet a whole bunch of the people from Advanced Auto, and they are wonderful folks. So I'm excited to be working with them. Oh my goodness, there's a baby dog. Look, it's Finley. Hi, Uncle Wayne. Oh, Wayne is here. So if you guys went and you watched us pick up Garfield, can you see Finley sneezing? He's sneezing. Yes, the episode where we went and picked up Garfield in Iowa, Uncle Wayne went with us, and he is my uncle, and he is awesome, and he is here. And Wayne, we love you so much. You're just awesome. Finley's here. Paul asked what engine is in that truck. It's a good old 350, small block Chevy.
GM high performance crate engine is what we were told.
Yes.
It's got center bolt heads on it for the valve covers. So.
Y'all, my dad's here too. Dad says, Daddy too. Hi, Dad. Love you.
Are you ready to drain this?
Yes. Are we located in the Northeast? We're in East Texas.
Yep.
We're in East Texas. Oh, y'all, look at Finley. He's a bud. Okay.
All right. You got to get to work.
I got to get to work.
I
got to get to work because I can't chat all day.
Oh,
Okay,
you
I
could.
got to get to work. Oh, you could, he says. Let me readjust this. Oh, he says, you could chat all day, woman. We wouldn't get any work done. Hey, everyone. Fast JP72 says, what's up, bud? Okay.
So test your sound.
Check 1, 2, mic check, check, check. Can you hear me over here? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me over here? What are they saying?
They hear you.
Sweet. I'm putting on my protective gear.
So we need to let that cool a little bit.
Yeah. Wow, this radiator's so rad. Because it's like, I know the engine's up to operating temp, but the radiator's still so cool. Aluminum radiators rock.
Yeah. So we
let's-
put a
Yeah, we gotta let this cool.
well we put a lid on it so that we can relieve the pressure.
You wanna go ahead and do that? Yeah.
Well, I don't think it got hot enough to really spray or anything. No pressure.
It hissed a little bit, had some pressure. We relieved that, and we'll let it cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and take this cap off.
Go ahead and take it off.
If the pressure's done, yeah.
You want the protective gear?
Oops, I forgot.
Oops, he always forgets protective gear. Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
Do you want me to drain it?
It's going to be really hot right now, right?
Yeah.
We
but
should wait. We should wait because...
I don't think so.
You don't think so? What do y'all say? We want to be smart about this, and we don't want y'all to think that we're just rushing through this and going to burn ourselves up and not be smart. Because, you know, if you're in your home garage, you really should let it sit for 10 minutes and let it cool after it got up to operating temp, all that stuff. So, but Aaron's a go-getter, y'all. He just goes rogue and he does his own dang thing.
Hands are leather.
Gregory says, yes, cool down. Jason says, whatever is the safest. Wait, drain it, Tyler says.
Drain it. I like that guy. I'm going to drain it.
I like that guy. Babe, safety first.
Oh, man.
We're going to give it a little bit. Aaron is impatient. You are accurate. Don't burn your fingers. Diesel mechanics don't wait.
Nope. Can't afford to.
Can't afford to, man. You're losing money when you're waiting. Safety second, David says. Mm-hmm. Safety third, says Jim.
Yeah,
Y'all are awesome.
Actually, what was going through my head is I didn't want that thermostat to close before I got it all drained out.
That makes sense, because then the hot water would be trapped in the engine.
I don't know if it would.
But then it would drain out of the bottom, right?
Yeah.
The lower radiator hose. Well, y'all, what happens to Aaron's mustache?
You know, that was the first time I'd grown a beard, and I actually liked it. But once I did the stash, man, I just couldn't look at myself.
The Fu Manchu was really
It was a bit much for my personality.
funny. Every time I looked at him, I just laughed, and I'm like, that is just, and it
How
was.
do you think that makes me feel when she just laughs? I am going to drain it.
He can't wait. He can't wait. Okay, we're gonna drain it.
Well, the radiator's not that hot, so I was thinking.
I know. Well, that's the whole thing with the aluminum radiator. I mean, I touched it with my hand, and it was warm, but it wasn't like hot. So, I think the aluminum dissipates the heat a lot faster.
We're getting a lot more cool now.
Ooh, let me just show you guys. Get some detail shots. I'll get you off the tripod. How's that sound?
And I'm going to go ahead and do the thing.
Gonna go ahead and. Shorty's Garage says, "Girl, don't melt your face." Oh, believe me, I won't be doing that. Once this COVID stuff stops shutting the world down, I'll be back to modeling and gotta keep it good. Oh wow, y'all, look at all the other coolant. So cool. Oh, buddy. Finley. He's like, you came down here to see me? Came down here to see me? Hey, bud. Hey, bud. There's a buddy.
In case anybody is concerned, this dog does not drink antifreeze.
It's true.
In fact, if his water is a day old, he won't even drink it.
When I mentioned that he's like a little sensitive fella, he's very particular, so he would snub his nose at anything, even like old dog water. He's like, ew, it has a leaf in it.
But
Gross.
if you have a normal dog, be careful of that, because they will drink
Yes,
it.
because antifreeze is sweet and it can kill animals. Will kill them. I'm not sure, Steven says, I'm not sure where to find the link for the $50. So I dropped all the links in the description. Scott or Russ might need to check and be sure that the links are good there. Oh, same here, Clint says. Maybe, Scott, I don't know if you can edit the description if the link isn't working. I dropped our description in right before we went live, so it should be there and should be good. Crazy Purgatory says it's there. Cat something or other says link is there. And Peak Auto says we are at capacity. Y'all, we already reached 200. Dang, that's awesome. 200 of you rad individuals are getting $50. That's so cool. Bring back Aaron's sideburns. You know, I never realized what a thing facial hair is. People really get all up in arms about it.
People got mad at me for shaving my beard.
He got all these DMs like, you should not have done that. It's really funny.
I mean, I guess Maybe some people can't grow facial hair, so they think those that can should. I don't know.
You do a really good job. Your body just
Better
he's
than
like
I want to.
like facial hair like a beast. Oh, Brandon says, how did you two like the Freedom 500? That was so funny and amusing, and I know they'll get better at it.
I can't wait to see it whenever they get the audio worked out and the different camera
Yes,
angles and stuff.
yes.
It's going to be a riot.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I was texting with Garrett beforehand, and he's like, I can't wait to have y'all out. He's such a good dude. So eventually we'll go hang out with him out there. That'll be really, really fun. Look at this boy.
I
And more coolant's coming out.
I apologize if I'm stealing your job.
Well, you kind of are, but this is how we do in our shop, y'all. Y'all know this. It's not just me that does the work. We share the job.
That's right. She
And
talks and I work. That's how it goes.
That's just rude.
No, I'm teasing. That's not true.
Y'all also know that he picks on me like a kindergartner would. You know, like when the little boy on the, what am I trying to say? Like the little boy that kicks
On
you
the
on the
playground.
playground. And it's because he likes you. That's Aaron.
I can't deny that.
He's a turd bird. But I know it's because he loves me. Hi from Calgary, Alberta. You two are awesome. Thanks so much. You done gone messed up, AA Ron. Everybody always brings that one up. It's good. Ever consider changing the headlights on Garfield to LED? No, I haven't. Maybe he has. Okay, I'm gonna set this back up here. Is that good? Oh yeah, that's working better. So we've gotten quite a bit of green stuff, like a lot more coolant has come out, so that's really good. Obviously our coolant was still really clean, but it's nice to freshen it up. So this is awesome.
I think that's because it wasn't hot whenever we drained it. So there was probably some
So
stuff.
there was still some coolant in the.
And I'd forgot to turn the heater on. So that valve was probably shutting off the heater cord.
Okay.
But we got it now.
Well, cool.
We'll just let it drain.
Let it drain. I just can't help but come talk to y'all. I just want to talk. T-Rob says, love how you get along. 99% of the time, we're good. The other day, we've been working on our shop and cleaning the living life out of it, just throwing all sorts of stuff away. And day before yesterday, I had me just a goofy day. I was just being negative and talking crap, and Aaron was like, woman, I said, I know,
Yeah.
I'm a stinker today.
I think the stress of this whole situation caught up there for about 10 minutes.
Well, and by this whole situation, we really haven't left our house for like a month.
Like once a week. We go out and get groceries.
we go get groceries. We've made a couple of Lowe's trips, but really, I think everybody's kind of getting a little jacked up from being locked in their houses, or if you're working your tail off and you're an essential, worker out there, you're probably stressed the heck out too.
Yep.
So we just gotta all be together in this, because we're living through a historical thing in the whole world together. So all of us, cabin fever is real, David says, all of us are going
Yeah.
through some sort of something that is because of this virus.
Yeah, it's interesting. So we have an airplane and an airplane hangar.
Oh yeah,
And
a couple of those comments have come
And
up.
it's about 3 miles from here. And prior to this, I would go over there, usually in the morning, work out. I've got a little gym set up. And then I go over there in the evening and just kind of calm my nerves. And I thought it was for me. But after she ripped me the other day, I realized it's for her. She's got to get rid of me for a little bit. And so now I don't have to feel guilty about going to the hangar once this all blows over.
People aren't going to believe that
know.
about sweet little me. You know what? We all have our moments, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Y'all, thank you so much for thanking Peak and thanking us for this we got to all stay together in this as not only as gearheads, but just as people. If there's anybody that's watching that's struggling or dealing with anxiety or depression and they're feeling alone, drop us messages. I answer every DM that I get that isn't inappropriate. If you message me and you need to talk, I'm here. And Aaron won't message you back, but I will.
I try. I really try. Yeah. But the good news is she'll message you back for me.
I've been guilty of doing that.
How are we looking?
Babe, I think we're looking really good. I think it's still coming out some, but
Yeah, I just put a little more water in there to just.
try and push some more
Yeah.
through. I feel like the coolant system is so clean that we really can't go wrong now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's no sludge or anything in here. And I really expected there to be some because that engine was unknown. So I thought there might be some rust and stuff like that. And we know the truck had set prior to us buying it.
Right. Yeah, if you guys, if I've missed any comments, if you guys have any constructive criticism or ways you would do this differently, speak up because we learn from comments.
Yeah,
I read all the comments on our YouTube
It helps
channel.
us and it helps everyone watching
Yeah.
this feed.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, if there's anything we could do better or any kind of tricks of the trade that we need to know. It's good for couples to have their alone time from each other and get the time no matter how well you get along. It's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
it's important.
The whole absence makes the heart grow fonder thing. It's true. Aaron and I have been together a long time, but it's a good thing to have some alone time and get clarity, and then you can come back together.
Yeah,
and-
especially as this whole thing's ramped up, like the kind of being known in the public eye and stuff like that. I'm extremely introverted, and Emily's not. So we come out here and we shoot and we interact with people, and that's wonderful and we love all of it. But sometimes I've got to just escape away and just be in silence for a little bit. And so that's a very important thing to learn about yourself.
Yep. I can't do silence very well. I just want to start talking about stuff. Poor
Give her
Aaron.
another little shot of water.
Oh, Aaron is going to put a little more water in there. He's kind of just purging a little bit more of that out. The alone time is good. When else are you going to fart? Trad says, I hate to tell you, but I don't hold him back. I just don't.
Which is why I need alone time.
You goober. My toots don't stink. Peek, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Peek. We need to be professional. We need to be talking about toots. What am I doing? Oh, y'all. Okay. I
sorry,
put around
hit the camera.
coolant filtering on that system to help catch all the buildup that's falling out and to keep the new heater core clean. That's a good tip.
What was it?
He said, I've had to run coolant filtering on that system to help catch all the buildup that's falling out and keep the new heater core clean.
Sure.
That makes sense. I'll show you a couple of other tools that Peak has. And if you want to grab these at Advanced Auto, you can get the 25% off using Peak 25. So we've got the coolant tester here, and this works on all makes and models. And this is really just good to have around for not only cooling in the summertime, but anti-freezing.
That's in Texas. This is really important because we spend most of the year.
Hi,
cut
Sophia.
My head off. I'm sorry.
Our niece Sophia says hi. Hi,
Nice.
Sophia, love you.
So in Texas, we're typically thinking coolant, and so that one time a year when you get like this, freeze is going to be here in 24 hours. Go check all our stuff.
Very, very convenient
Yep.
to have. And then this guy is the flush and fill kit if you want to put it in line with one of the heater hoses.
Yep.
And it's really quite cool. We didn't use it, but it's cool. I love it. Okay. Oh, like your 70s racer gal. You're cracking me up. Smell like cinnamon. I wish.
Let's what was Petcott?
Oh yeah, Aaron wants me to get back to work.
I don't know.
Our Pete guys are like, Emily, it's been 3 hours. I don't know how long it's been, but okay. You want to take it off the deal or?
That's probably better. Let's take a second.
As a female, I have to be conscientious of leaning over engine bays. Okay, petcock is tight. And
Hold on, hang in there, guys. I'm gonna pull you
Hang
off
in
this
there.
thing.
down for the count. Aaron legit just dropped my phone on the cone. But y'all survived. And I don't see any new cracks. We're good.
So you want to dump that coolant in the bucket?
Oh, I just absolutely do.
I just kind of want to see you do this without spilling it.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wow, this is...
Is it hot?
It's warm.
Yeah.
It's not hot.
Cute.
That is a trick. These things are flimsy.
We used to do this with a plastic bucket, and I think we ran over it and broke it.
Yep. It was underneath a car because I was storing it there, so it was out of the way. And then we backed over it. Thankfully, it was empty because we had already taken the coolant to recycle. Y'all, this is so funny. Oh, I think we should put some coolant in.
So tell them what kind you're going to put in.
Yes, I'm gonna do that. I already did touch on it. So this is Peak's numero uno product because it is 50-50 mixed. You don't have to dilute it or worry about that if you have enough coolant or too much water or all of that craziness of getting distilled water because the coolant system needs a certain type of water. You don't have to worry about all that.
Certainly. Sorry, I'm behind the camera and I'm sitting here trying to talk to you guys. So we've learned in 18-wheelers, so they have a wet sleeve, so think of basically a cylinder with O-rings on it, and they drive into the block. What happens is you'll get pitting in that electrolysis, and it'll basically knock a hole in, you'll end up getting water in the oil. If you use well water, it happens astronomically faster. It's scary how quickly it'll destroy an engine. So this is just a safe way to go.
So, and this is good for all makes and models. So the person that's wondering, oh gosh, you know, mine's got yellow, mine's got red, mine's got green. You don't have to worry about that. This is all makes, all models. So Peak devised this to where you don't have to worry about it. All makes, all models, 50-50 mix. Just dump it in there. I'm missing comments. Okay, I'll get to work. Sorry, the comments that I'm missing right now. I miss you.
Let me flip this camera around so that I can actually see what I'm doing.
I do it. Okay, love y'all, bye. I like seeing the comments even though I can't read them. Okay.
Yeah, luckily I didn't bust the phone.
Oh my gosh, that would have been...
Oh man.
It would have been kind of a funny closer to the video though.
So with the Peak 10X, they're saying you can actually mix that with other coolants. I think that's what I understood by reading that.
That's a nice thing. So if you check your coolant, be sure that this is accurate, but if that was Scott or Russ or one of the tech people saying you can mix it, if you check your coolant and it's low, in theory you could go grab this because it's all makes all models, it could mix with whatever color coolant you have.
I hope that's what I understood.
That seems like it would make sense since it's all makes all models. But of course you'll want to check that for facts. Put it in Snopes or something. JK. Okay, let's do this.
Oh, they're saying now the mic's pointed the wrong way, so maybe our in mic's not working. So I appreciate that feedback. Let me just go ahead and flip it again.
Maybe when it hit the ground, my other mic messed up.
Could be. It's time for a new one anyways.
Did y'all hear that? Aaron said I could get a new phone. I'm gonna get a new phone. Okay, we are going to put coolant in.
If you spill that on the battery, it's going to explode.
That sounds like fun. So one of the reasons that this coolant is named 10X is because it has 10 times the scale fighting inhibitors that keeps your coolant system clean, because there's corrosion and all kinds of junk that builds up in our coolant systems, and when that builds up, it affects the efficiency of the cooling and, of course, the antifreeze abilities of it.
So, and we saw that with the GTO when we first bought it. It had 7,000 miles on it.
Yep.
And then it was weird. It had like this container on the side, like a catch can. You pull a dipstick out to see your coolant level. And it always had just this crud gunked up on it.
And so it always weirded me out, because I'm like, that stuff is throughout my coolant system, and I don't like that. So you got to keep an eye on your coolant system, because it is important.
Yeah, Roxy's been hot a couple times, just from old radiator and fans not working. So
Yep. When you're working on LS engines, there's a area in the steam ports between the intake on the valley cover tray that can get water pockets.
they get air pockets in them.
I mean air pockets,
And-
yes. And it can cause your engine to overheat if you're messing with the coolant system. And we've been through that a couple of times. So if you're doing any coolant work in any vehicle, be sure that you get all of the water pushed through and the coolant pushed through and any air pockets out, because after you do coolant work, you could have an overheating problem just from a stank old or air pocket that's causing you trouble.
I'm going to try to get this back on a tripod.
Okay.
Can you
I can
assist me?
So you guys, was it the mic wasn't picking up when the camera was faced the other way?
Yeah, when we were using the...
Look over here. Change it up.
Okay.
I'll set this one up over here. And look, you get a view of Roxy. She's sweet. Y'all, if you have just tuned in, go back after this video's done and watch to the beginning, because I cranked up Roxy, and it made my day.
I don't know about you guys, but it sounded like it had a loose belt or something.
A little whine, a little
squealing
squeak.
a little bit. So what happened on Roxy when we did the, I think we replaced a water pump. It started leaking. Put a new water pump on and filled it with water, and everything was cool, and then all of a sudden the temperature spiked. We were like, oh no, like we must have popped a gasket when that water pump went out. We did that 2 or 3 times and couldn't figure it out. So what ultimately we ended up doing is we took the steam port off, and then we put a big funnel on the radiator, because on that car the radiator is lower than the engine, so there's no way to fill it up just by dumping bucket or gallons in. So once we learned that, yeah, it's not a big deal, but just be aware if you're doing this yourself that you might have a situation like that.
If you guys have ideas of other episodes like this, like other jobs that we could do live or other YouTubers could do live, be sure to drop Peak a message and give them the ideas, because this is an all new series for them, and it's going to be really cool to see more episodes come out, and they would appreciate the feedback on the content. Like, if you could have a part of the building of this new series, that could be pretty awesome, and I know that they would appreciate the feedback from y'all, so give that some thought. filling up. I'm seeing some bubbles, so it's going where it needs to be. You squeeze that radiator hose around a little bit. Yeah.
Definitely coolant in it.
Yep.
By the way, this engine's cooled down plenty. If your engine's super hot, especially if it's overheated, and you just dump coolant in it without it running, that is a big deal. It'll crack your block.
Yeah, you do not want to do cold on hot.
But this one's pretty cool.
Yeah, the way that we used the water hose with water like that, if we had the engine hot, we would not have done that. One way that you can do that is you can leave the engine running and slowly add the cold water, right?
That's right, yep.
But you do not want to go hot engine straight to cold water, crank it up, and send that cold water through your hot block. Not good.
It's not good. Not good at all. How we looking?
I think it's full. In fact, it's filling out the little overflow. Say, good job.
There we go.
We don't have a hose on our little overflow, so it's like spitting out the little overflow because it's right up into the ridge of the cap. It's still bubbling and slowly going down, but
Should we,
let's crank it up.
yeah, with the cap off, just tell me if it pushes it out for some weird reason.
Okay. I'm not going to stand here when he cranks it up. It's staying good.
I'm not doing the airbag thing on purpose. Whenever you fire it up, it tries to go to your preset, and we're wanting it to be on the ground. So I just forgot to turn the preset off.
I got my safety mask on.
I like that.
It pretty much took two of these. Which was what we expected. So.
We're gonna put the cap on.
Let it create some pressure.
Yeah.
He revved it up and it pushed some out, so he put the cap back on so that the system could create the pressure that it needs. It's going good, y'all. How can I tell? Oh, we've been live for 74 minutes.
Whoa.
Whoa! I love y'all. Y'all are so awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this. This is just greatness. Gregory says I always warm it up to get it to the thermostat open and it really goes down. Yeah, that's the goal. Let the thermostat open so that all the coolant can get through the engine and all that stuff, and we know that it's full. I'm missing some stuff from Ken. What are you trying on your phone? I don't know. I appreciate y'all so much. Charlie says, been here the whole time, loving it.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Sorry, when I addressed you, I looked over here. The camera's over there.
Y'all are awesome. Can either you, Peak, or others in chat recommend a car platform that would be good for a beginner? This looks like it might be fun, rewarding for a newbie. Are you talking about like what car to get? That's a pretty cool question.
That is a cool question. If you're talking American Muscle, that's different than European.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think a really fun car to get into motorsports is a Mazda Miata.
I was gonna say that too.
They're so
That's
cheap.
so cool.
And my
Yeah.
goodness, they're fun.
Miatas are really, really
Yeah.
fun little cars. They're cheap. They're fun handling. You can mod the suspension and just get them to where they just
Yeah.
like hug the corners.
They're competitive on the track too.
And they're not super fast. So if you're wanting to learn to drive, you can hammer down on it and you're probably not gonna lose it, you know? Miatas are awesome. But also like,
Get the coolant in your heater core. I'm gonna go turn that on. Thank you.
y'all, I need to be thinking about this stuff instead of chatting with y'all. I'm supposed to be doing this. But that's what it is. It's all good. Oh, David says I don't fit in Miatas. That's funny. Yeah, you know, I will be honest. If you guys go look up Miata Bro on Instagram, he is a buddy of mine, and he's actually, I met him in the fashion industry, but he is the one that shot and edited the intro and the outro for Flying Sparks Garage.
And a lot of the first episodes,
And
he helped us a lot.
his name is Dale, and I mean, Dale is a monster of a man. His hands are like, I mean, I have big hands. I'm gonna put them back here so they don't look quite as big. Dale is a massive man, and he has a Miata, and he loves it. He tracks the car. It's really rad.
His shoulders are like
Two of us.
this wide.
And when I hug him, which by the way, I miss hugs so much, but it's like this. I'm going like this.
We can't see that.
Well, that's because that's how tall he is. So anyway, if you think you can't fit in a Miata, Dale does. And I don't know if it's because he loves his Miata so much or he actually does fit in it.
Well, he put a racing seat in it. He was able to move it back.
Yeah,
so
I mean, Miatas are just badass. And
I don't think he can put the top up, but
go
why would you do that?
go follow Miata Bro and check it out. It's really, really cool car. Quick reminder, make sure to sub. The kid! Look, the kid! Oh my god!
Oh, don't touch her. She's Jeremy.
Ah! I see y'all. This sucks. I hate not hugging. And especially the kid. You know, the kid's here, and look, she's loving on Finley. Finley's glad to see her. Y'all, the kid. She's the sweetest. It's the kid.
Yeah, we drained it and then we put more water in it.
So we're letting it warm up so that all the coolant can get throughout the engine. Oh, at least I don't have to social distance from Finley.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
Yeah. The kid! Everybody's like, hi, kiddo! We've been looking for a project car for like her first car. And so that's pretty... He probably didn't. Oh, you guys, the kid! Oh yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw on my Instagram the other day, we found a snake in the shop. Well, the other day on her bike ride, tell him.
I ran over one. Alive.
It was a live snake in the road. She couldn't see it because these rat snakes are like, they're the same color as the road, and she didn't see it until she was right up on it.
When I ran over it, it struck to my bike. I was all out.
70s racer gal, she's a girl. She said, I like your bun.
Thank you.
Oh my
I can
goodness.
barely blink.
Because it's so tight. Oh, you guys are the best. Thank y'all so much. Oh, somebody said the kid missed the show. Y'all, it is so hard not to like high five her, and like I just forgot when I just saw her and gave her the tiniest little kiss on the shoulder, and that's the first time I've touched her in probably weeks
Never started.
since all this started. So hard. Look at how hard it is for Finley. He's so depressed. You could. She wants to tell y'all about these kitties that we rescued. Here, we'll go out. We'll go over here where it's not as loud.
Yeah.
I
Here,
can
will
help.
you take Finley?
I can help.
Yeah, this part. Hold my phone and I'll release it.
Oh,
Oh, very good view of Aaron's pants.
sorry guys.
There we go. Let's go over here where it's not as loud. So,
I wish we could show you them, but it's clearly
I'm
raining.
gonna let you have the phone.
okay.
Clearly.
Okay, come over close-ish to me, kid. So, we,
I have to get lower than I already am.
yes, we saw this cat that was out and about around the, our street. And go ahead and tell them what we found yesterday.
And we have a little friend across the street, and her name is Stella, and she has the messiest in the world shed. And the cat that we found had 6 little kittens in the little shed, and they're so cute.
And so when she would come out, she was super skinny and hungry. And so we helped her move her kittens into our barn, and that way we can feed her and help her raise her kittens because they were in a really yucky environment. So
Not to be confused with our shop. Our barn is a different place.
yes,
Yeah.
they're
Cat-
not in the shop.
Cats don't live in here.
That's all.
So that was really fun, and Elia's been taking it very seriously to go check on them and be sure that they're good. Okay, let's go check on Garfield.
I wish we could show you them, but it's raining.
She said, I wish we could show you them, but it's raining. She wanted to tell y'all about that. That's sweet. Okay. Don't we love her? She's the best. Okay, I'm gonna put Finley in this chair.
I like when you sprayed yourself.
You saw that?
I was watching. We finally figured out how to comment, and you didn't even see it.
Oh no, I'm missing so many comments. Here you go, Finley. That's the director's chair.
Yep, he's the little director.
He's the director.
He's the little director. Mini director.
Okay, babe. Is it about operating temp?
The heater is not warm yet, and the gauge is not indicating. The upper radiator hose feels warm, but it's not warm enough.
Yeah, what temp thermostat do we have?
It's a I don't remember, probably 185. We built this for power tour, and it's typically really hot, so I put a cooler thermostat in it.
And it takes a while to warm up too, all that.
Yeah, right.
Well, Peak, tell us, Scott and Russ, tell us, should we cut this? I mean, we're at 83 minutes.
In just a minute, we're going to top it off. That thermostat's going to open very soon.
Okay. So, Daryl just asked, why are you distancing from your daughter? She's actually our niece, and she lives right next door in this house right over here. So, my parents live on the property on the other side of us, and my sister and Elia live, and her husband and their new baby Lily live in the house on the other side of us. So it's a family compound, but we're all trying not to be huggy and all that stuff in case any of us have any little germs. Then that way, I mean, we haven't hugged really, we haven't held hands, we haven't shared food, all that stuff. We're trying to be really conscious of that.
Which is not a problem for me.
Aaron was super happy about not hugging. He's the yin to my yang, as they say. It takes the two. Right, kid? But he hugs us. Okay, Peak says after you top it off, you can close it up. Perfect. Thank you, guys. This has been long. I really appreciate everybody sticking around. Oh, Dale, you're here. I was just talking about Dale's Miata. Shot by Dale just commented. You're here. Did you hear me talking about your Miata? I love your Miata, and I love you. Okay. The engine should be warm enough. After we top it off, we're gonna kill it. You guys this has been really sweet, and I can't thank y'all enough for sticking around and tuning in the first place. Be sure to thank Peak by dropping them a subscription. Turn on the bell because you're going to want to know when they go live again and do another one of these. It may be us, it may be Chris Fix or another YouTuber, the Throttle Out Shop. Like, all those guys are going to be awesome. And yeah, it's going to be something you don't want to miss out on.
I can't see myself in front of all the comments.
Oh. Yeah, all the comments on the phone were right over her head. Oh, kid, I'm so glad
Hey.
you came over.
Let's relieve the pressure and,
Okay.
and take the cap off.
Okay, let's do it. I'm going to get my safety equipment on.
So if you want to watch her, stay out of the way because it might spew some water.
Stay over here, kid.
It probably won't,
I'll
but
be over here.
You and Finley.
Come on, Finley. Philip, you should have had that on earlier when you sprayed.
I should have had. I did not mean to do that. I was really going to try to do everything right and be professional.
Like that? Like your little thingy.
Okay. Let's relieve the pressure. Okay. And cap's coming off. Okay.
all right, do we have room?
We have a little bit of room.
Okay, let's top it off.
Pop it off. Pop it off. Pop it off.
Drip, drip, drip.
Why? Do you want to do
You
the next
missed my
one?
trick.
What?
Will it take any more?
You know, I think that it's up to the opening, so I think it's good here. I think it is. You want to check it out, then?
Let me look.
It seems like it's up to the opening. I see a few, like, you know, there's room up on the top, a couple
Yep.
more
Yeah,
deals,
no,
but
no,
I
that's-
think that that's all it's going to want.
That's good, and we'll watch it over the next couple days as we drive it. Continue to top it off. It feels good.
Woohoo!
Got some new juice in there.
Babe!
Yeah.
I was
Heck
acting
yeah.
like I was in the high five.
The kid high-fived herself. You come right over here, kid. Then you'll be in frame. She high-fived herself.
I was like,
Let's do a re-high five. And you can high-five yourself
I was like,
sanitarily.
yeah.
Woohoo!
I was like,
Yay me! I'm so glad you came over.
me too.
Sweetest kid of all time. Ugh. Maybe the next episode will be hosted by the kid.
Okay, you want to finish a
She'll
couple?
be perfect.
Want to finish a couple comments? Then we'll
Yes.
be done.
Close this out. You guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like I've reiterated a handful of times, go drop Peak a subscription. They're going to be investing a lot of time into this new series. And if you have any ideas of episodes that we could produce or other YouTubers could produce, tell them,
Yep.
tell us. Also, go on and support Advanced Auto's discount. There's the link in the bio or in the description. You can tap that link and get any Peak products you want, 25% off when you use Peak25. That's gonna be really cool. And also, follow the whole crew on social media. The Peak Squad was all tagged in a recent post that Peak did of who would you rather be quarantined with, which was hilarious. Follow all those content creators because they're all wonderful people.
And remember, if you're quarantined with Emily, you're quarantined with me.
If you chose it, that's funny. Oh man, oh my gosh, look at how cute. You, me, the kid, and Finley, all right here.
We're performers.
We
I
like
just-
go down.
I know.
You.
That's so cute. I just don't even want to end it. Okay. I love y'all so much. Mustang Mark Hill says hello. Well, hello. Sorry if I missed a comment from you. Drop me a message on Instagram if I can help you with something. You guys are amazing for tuning in. Love y'all. I've said that 1,000 times now. Need not say it anymore. And we will see you soon. Thanks so much, y'all. Bye.